Hello there, friends. Welcome to Start Early Today, your daily dose of mindfulness and positivity. Hope you're doing well. How was the week? It's always a good practice to sit still and assess what we have done. How did you manage your affairs? How are your actions related to your goals? What were the results that you accomplished this week? And with that data, we can easily navigate the next week with the things that we're going to lessen or things we're going to strengthen or things that we're going to start and the things that we're going to let go. So what are these things for you? Have you been a mindful discerner? Have you been at guard at the doors of your mind? And just being a mindful discerner, a benign observer of the things that pop in and out. You see, the things that are entering your mind are not necessarily true. You make it true if you entangle your energies with it, if you easily believe it to be true. Everything is created by our thinking, feeling, believing, and then acting. When you act on a certain thing, it has run through the process of thinking, feeling, and believing already. And if your actions are not aligned with your ideal, with that person that you really intend to become, you can take a step back. It's never too late. A wrong action is a right one in the right direction if you embody its lessons. So wrong actions are not to be judged, but they're just data for you to assimilate into your next move. So what are the aspects of your life are you working on? Is it your physical? Is it your mental activities? Is it your spiritual well-being? And you can always tune into the body and watch where you're tensed up. Are you tense in the hands, the arms, the heart, the hips? What are the things that you are resisting? We are all works in progress. So each moment is an interesting place. There's no need for you to jump in and bemoan and suffer because everything is impermanent. A toothache is impermanent. A headache is impermanent. As they say, pain is inevitable, but the truth is they're just electric synapses. They're just sensations in the body, sensations in the heart. And most times we can just open up and surrender to them, which will lessen its intensity. So you can lessen your suffering and take it easy on yourself by starting your day with a metta practice, intending love to oneself and others. Always remember to fill your own cup first, and the outpour of that infinite fountain of love, understanding, and acceptance, that's the one you will share into the world, to others, to all beings. Because if you start and go out interacting with the external world with an empty cup, with an empty heart, without intending love for oneself, without connecting to that divine power, it will never be enough. You'll always find that void within yourself, and you'll always find flaws and wrongness, and you'll expect things to be a certain way for you to feel complete. But I'd like for you to know that everything is complete right here, right now. Even our resistance to things. You can cultivate the mind that can love that resistance with an investigative nature. Become a curious discerner, an anthropologist of your mind. Ask, why am I feeling resent? Why am I escaping? Why am I avoiding this thing that is constantly appearing in my periphery, in my world? You know why is it always appearing in your world? Because it's there to teach you something. And your resistance to it is costing you the quality of your life. You're resisting to exercise, you're suffering not being in good shape. You're resisting to study and learn, you're missing out on untapping your full potential. You're resisting relationships that are of nurturing, and then you feel alone. And then you feel caged in your own little world. And that world is made up by the ego, because the ego part of us thinks it's so special than all others that it is separate. So another great teaching to apply is everything is one, that you are not divided from others, that you are not a skin encapsulated machine. Your life, your beingness does not end in your skin. It goes beyond. You have an etheric body, a spiritual body, a gross body made up of data. It's made up of light and frequencies and strings and dots. That is of nature. That is well perfectly designed and arranged to become you. And now our resistance in accepting that divine correctness brings us down, brings us into this small mindset that we are not sovereign, that we cannot lead ourselves, that we cannot create. But the truth is, right where you are, you contain all the intelligence of the world. That in your DNA lies in the DNA of Jesus as well. He's only punk rock because he went against the flow and told you that you're God. That with his power you can be healed. And that power, his power, is same as yours. So tune into the invisible. Tune into the feeling. How do you feel? How do you feel when a certain construct or concept passes through your familiarity or passes through your world? Let's call the domain of the mind your world, to put it in layman's term. If a thing passes through your world, what do you feel? Tense up, close up, or open up, get curious, understand. And I'm eager to stir the soup, if you ask me. There's always something new if you combine two things, and that is the nature of life. To be pollinated and to be synergized with elements that are yet to be. So what if you interact with the people that you desire to become? You've always wondered, I wonder what they know. Why are they so happy? Talk to them, even through the internet. Just DM them. What's your secret? And they always say, it's about the person you intend to become. It's all about intention. And all coaching, everybody will just say, and it will all boil down to inquiries of what's blocking you from loving yourself. So today, you can ask that very important question. What's something about now that you are resisting? When we resist, we hinder love. I'm looking for this word. What's a good word for not get? Withhold. So anything that is lacking in the world, it's just the love that we're deciding to withhold. Because our ego tends to compute. It wants something in return. It does not understand that all is well, that if you give, it will grow. So understanding the laws of the universe as well helps a lot. Cause and effect, law of perpetual transmutation, the law of vibration, the law of gender, the law of attraction, the law of reciprocity, the law of compensation. The world, the universe runs on these laws. Run with the frequency of the world. That the earth beats at a certain frequency. I think it's 7.8 hertz or cycles per second. And get out of the mind, drop into the heart, lead with an open heart and a strong back. Always stay centered. Always be creating in your mind. Imagine the vision of yourself that you are meant to be. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Where are you spending your time? What are you focused on? Because the things that you focus on expands. If you focus on flaws and wrongness of the things, there's nothing ever really wrong in the world. It's just your thinking. Thinking makes it so. And whether you think is or isn't, you are correct, because we are the creators of our own world. So tap into your freedom, tap into your sovereignty, tap into your abundance. What can you do today that Spirit is calling you to do? Your spirit talks to you in subtle feelings, in subtleties, in whispers. And it is the expansion of you. What's your story? Does it end here? If you're still breathing, if you're still alive, it has still yet to be made. It has to be directed, but you're the captain. That is where most people trip, because they're too lazy to think about where they want to go. They're too lazy to think big. So they settle, and in settling there's complacency, and you slowly dwindle, and then quiet desperation grows, because you'll regret the things that you wish you have done, that you wished you would have done. Is that a correct phrase? But you get my point, you catch my drift. So all we are talking about here is taking lead, taking radical accountability, knowing that we are the creators of our own world. And through your feeling, knowing, believing, you'll create circumstances that are out of this world. And we call it synchronicities, miracles, we call it chance meetings. And opening yourself up to people that you admire and you like, because whatever you see in them is a part of you that is yet to be sculpted or yet to be birthed. So what does this person look like? Envision it. What is his lifestyle, his or her lifestyle? What is his or her decisions with regards to evolving his or her lifestyle, his learnings, his expression? How are you to express the beauty that you feel deep inside? How are you to lift up the world and make better of the planet just by mere showing up? So if you're still figuring it out, I'm here to help. I've been doing discovery calls, and it's just so fun to learn about other beings, because I am you and you are me. And together we can navigate and create a world that interests you. And most of today's work is just pushing some buttons, okay? You may be persistent, you may be consistent, you may be working hard, but it's not really driving towards the direction that you truly wish, the one that is truly inside of you. We might need to let go of a lot of things. We might need to shift some paradigms. And it's really great if you have a partner that can tell you or just paint that picture for you of what's possible. You need not to repeat yesterday's day or yesterday. That's redundant. You don't need to repeat yesterday because each day is it's a blank canvas. You can be totally a different person, one that is 10x better than yesterday, more loving, stronger, more creative, more aligned to his purpose. To become aligned to your purpose is such a true gift. That's wealth in itself. And to know that you're capable of building, creating, putting yourself into the marketplace, being able to transact, create, help. Today we're going to a property in upstate New York. They're going to have a farm-to-table event there, and I'm going to create some videos. And I can't wait because we love the earth, we love the planet, we love nice houses in the upstate. And it's just a feeling of being here now, to be in a beautiful place, to constantly search. Because the moment you step out of your usual location, there are new neural pathways being created in your brain, and it keeps you young, it keeps you strong, it keeps you curious, it keeps you creative. So we're pretty excited about this new spot. Follow me on makepurethyheart.com and Make Pure Thy Heart on Instagram. We will be creating short form videos there. And also subscribe to the YouTube. And if you would like to do a one-on-one, I've been doing one-on-ones for almost a year now. And it's been great. It's been great just learning about people's audacious dreams, and we simplify the actions towards it. We identify the roadblocks, we identify the hindrances, and sometimes it's just a flick or a switch right where you are. It's just in the way you think, an internal shift, we call it. And then a new world arises, a new world props up. And that new world helps your body, your beingness, your relationships, your business too. So may you grow, may you expand, may you be you, and never be afraid of showing up. Just to show up as you are and be willing to expand. And there's nothing to hide and resist. Be seen. To be seen is to be at one with the whole. And the truth is, this is a whole thing. Before you return as a drop into the ocean, remember that you are ocean, you are infinite consciousness, the one that the drop contains the water that is the same that of the ocean. That is you, the one who dwells in all, and to whom which all beings dwell. If you just meditate on that concept, that you are all of this, you are infinite consciousness, you are not these small things. So last podcast we discussed zooming out, just to see things from a cosmic point of view, to a grander place, from a grander place, that you are just a dot, you're like a hair of God. And in that gentleness we go to, and that softness, because you know that you're taken care of, that this is just a ride, this is just a journey, a learning, this is just a seminar. And if you try your best and ace it, you can get straight A's with fitness, relationships, business. You set your metrics and reach them. You set your daily actions towards them and you take those actions. And you can watch, sometimes you're resistant and you just do it. You just do it. Doing a little thing towards your goal is better than nothing. See? Skip a rope one time, and then the one will become two, and it'll become three, and through habit it'll become the magic of compounding interest. Put away a percentage of your income and never look at it, or just increase the amount that you put away, and before you know it, you're a millionaire. And you keep on working on your career ladder, or your creativity, or your skills. You keep on creating creating creative ways on how you'll serve the world, and then build the world, because there's billions there. But you just gotta turn on the faucet. How? It's up to you, because it's a unique way for everybody. But it's there. It's there, especially in this day and age. There's nothing you cannot be, do, or have. I hope I have inspired you. If you're liking this, feel free to share and participate in the comments. Please subscribe to the podcast. Go to the YouTube. Make Pure Thy Heart on Substack, on the internet. It's just making pure the heart, and you do it by watching what's in your mind and tuning in and dropping into your heart. Practice what the Buddhas did, because you have the potential for awakening. Each moment has the potential for awakening if you wake up to the truth of what it really is, which is just love. The bottom line of everything is just love. It's beyond the romantic love that is very much commercialized. It's the love that is unconditional, the one that is talked about in Return to Love by Marianne Williamson. It's agape. It's the God love. And if you find that within yourself, use it to make this world a better place, and then we just play that infinite game of love. I can go on forever, but it's time for us to integrate. It's time for us to integrate, assimilate, and become that person that you truly are meant for. That's it for today. Namaste.